Previously on RPG Major, the passionate and mysterious Inspector Greystone arrived in Foxglove with a new case for Thorne investigations. Engineer and cellist Kaitln has gone missing, taking the wealth she recently combined with her partner with her. The studious sleuths visited the library train and are now heading to popular board game emporium and indie music venue Play On. All right, so you head from your office in Claremont down around the lake and into Haglin Hill to this incredibly hip board game bar, Play On, where they have live music of all sorts, depending on the day of the week. They sort of have genres assigned to the days.
Cool.
So you head into this place. It's got a big glass front where there are the hottest new board games set up on display. You walk in, you hear that there is some kind of folky music being played. There's like a singer-songwriter on a guitar hanging out in the back of the shop.
Helix, could we get an established time of day for this?
Yes, it's about 1 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there's an overwhelming choice of games. There's people who are shopping in sort of mostly ones and twos. Someone like waves at you as you're like, "Hey, welcome in, guys.
So friendly.
If you need anything, just, let me know."
Cool.
Greystone immediately looks around. He says, "My, I'm beginning to wonder if Kaitlyn's not in danger. This is the place where she could get lost and stay forever."
Interesting. Are you thinking she must have been unhappy before?
I feel like those sorts of biases can often get in the way of truly finding the truth when it comes to investigation.
But also knowing the emotional context of relationships is sometimes the key to unraveling what's going on.
Absolutely. Knowing the relational context, not guessing. Because I don't know if you've ever done this, and I wouldn't assume that you have, because that would be projecting, but what you're describing could be projecting.
Anyway.
You're right. I was projecting.
Did you smile and nod? Was that
Smile and nod.
Yeah, Aubrey smiles and nods.
Well, Greystone, if you see Kaitln here at all, just let us know and maybe we can go up to her, since we would be new faces to her, potentially.
That is a good idea. Although I wouldn't consider Megan a close friend of mine, she would recognize me. All right, do your thing. I believe in you.
Well, actually, if we could get a physical description, maybe we could point her out and see if she's here.
Yeah, she's like 5'6", dirty blonde hair. Last time you saw her, it was cut in a pixie cut. She's got blue eyes, fairly light skin.
Is she here? Can we ask that?
Oh, no, you look around. She's definitely not there.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Greystone just kind of like hides his face behind a book, but it only hides his face. His hat and his feather and his jacket are very much visible, but he's being as discreet as Greystone can be.
Yeah.
I nod approvingly and say, incognito.
And he winks.
For what it's worth, Greystone would absolutely have a photo of Kaitln. So you all know what she looks like and would definitely recognize her when you saw her.
Okay.
But she is not in this game shop.
Okay.
Well, let's ask staff if they recognize her. Classic.
Yeah, you can show a photo.
Have you seen this?
Hey there.
Oh, hey, dude.
Lovely vibe here.
Thanks. Yeah, no, we do a lot here to, make sure that people feel super comfortable while they're picking out their games. If you want to try anything out, we got some tables over there. We got live music pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably grab something here. Do you mind if I ask you just a quick question?
Of course, dude. That's what I'm here for.
I'm a big fan of the game Guess Who, and I was wondering if you recognize this person.
And this guy takes the photo. Oh, yeah. No, she was in here earlier this week. She comes in every now and then. Hands it back to you. I think she, Oh yeah, no, she got up on stage last time she was in here. Yeah,
Wow.
She was playing with the classical crew.
That is so lucky. You know who this is?
No, I don't know her. I mean, I talked to the organizer, but she wasn't the organizer. She was just like part of the crew, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So great. Then I'll keep her in anonymity private. Like she hasn't told everyone. Then we'll just keep her identity a secret, and you don't let anyone know that there's probably more there going on with who this person is.
Mara butts in a bit.
That's like a really long question for guess who. Usually it's more like, are they wearing a hat? You know?
Well, and as one of the beta test subjects for our new take on this is wonderful feedback. So thank you very much. We thought we'd go right to the source, and who knows games better than everyone here.
Yeah, no, I do.
Exactly. Wow.
Maybe a question like, do they look like they graduated from a four-year university? Or would you have tea with this person? Like those kinds of questions?
Yeah, maybe. There are a plethora of good questions for guests. Let's just open it out.
Yeah.
When you're trying to figure out someone's identity, you've got to ask deeper questions than are they shorter or taller than me?
For example, if we were alone in an alley, could I trust this person? Or did they grow up sheltered? Do they look bewildered?
Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? You gotta dig, 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 guess who? Guess who? Guess who?
You gotta look behind the eyes. Are they as old as they appear? Or are they wiser than their years? Are they haunted
Projection.
by their past? Are they projecting on you something they never knew wouldn't last? Oh, what are they missing? What are they searching for? Was there a time they thought of not walking out through the door? And then what's in their eyes? Are they hiding it, or can they not really disguise when you dig, 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 dig,
Guess who?
dig, 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 dig,
Guess
dig,
who?
Guess who?
Guess who? Guess who? Guess who?
Oh, they might have scales underneath their skin. They might have a murderous hunger.
You should use that.
They might come from a long lineage that makes them ashamed. But still, we play this really fun game.
Guess who? 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 Guess who?
You gotta dig deep.
So you must be really used to celebrities coming in here then. Just like how nonchalantly you're acting.
Celebrities?
Oh, I've said too much. Please don't tell anyone about this celebrity. I mean, but if you see them back here again, I would really like to know. Do you think you could call me?
Yeah, I mean, I can also like put you in touch with the organizer who might know where to find her if you want.
That would be great. I was trying to plant the seed. Like, I want people to freak out when they see this woman.
Oh, okay. Who is she though?
This is the 80s, so there's no internet.
It's just 80s technology.
Yeah. It's All I can think of is Tanya Harding. It's Tanya Harding.
What?
The famous cellist, Tanya Harding.
Whoa.
At any rate, if the Classical Music Society? What was it?
The classical crew.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I believe my family has done work with them in the past. I would love to receive the name of that contact, and we could maybe link up with them and hire them for one of my events. I'm part of the Vertere family.
Cool. Yeah, let
Very
me grab the dude's business card.
Thank you.
And this fellow heads back into the office for a second and comes back out. He hands you a business card. It says Freddie von Sweeten on it. Freddie von Sweeten, philanthropist.
Ooh, a patron of the arts.
Oh, fascinating.
And of course, it has his phone number on it.
Great.
If you want to get in touch. Yeah. Sorry.
This whole time, Aubrey's just been looking at the train section of the board game store. Just at all the train games. There's so many train games.
Ticket to Ride, library train.
Ticket to Ride. Asteroid City. Ticket to Ride. Foxglove. Transamerica. Terraforming Mars has Martian rails. That counts, right?
And on the way out, Mara drops a $50 bill in the tip jar for the singer-songwriter that's playing because she liked her song and thought she was cute.
Love that.
Cool. Well, it was, I'm reading this again, Frederick von Sweeten? Friedrich?
The business card says Freddie.
Freddie von Sweeten.
Funny that you jumped to Friedrich
Right.
immediately.
I know, the formalities, habitual, I guess.
Mara, I know that you're new to investigation, but this is precisely the kind of thing that I promise you will outgrow.
She's a good investigator.
What are you referring to?
Don't mean to. Pardon me if I was rude just then. No, I mean that making those kinds of leaps, like from Freddie to Friedrich, we don't know.
Wonderful. I didn't get a glance at the card and just was trying to remember what was said out loud. It had a lapse in memory.
Yeah.
But
His name could be Frettleizer for all we know.
Freddie could be short for Freddie Mercury von Sweeten. Anyway, well, should we give him a call?
Yeah. We head
Phone
out to a
booth?
payphone.
Yeah, payphone.
Go for Freddie.
Hello, Freddie. My name is Mara. I am with Thorne Investigations. Actually, wait, hold on. Pause. Trying to think of
We're going to have to put you on a brief hold, Freddie.
No. I'm just wondering if...
Freddie does not get put on hold. Cool link.
No, wait!
Now we're going to have to try from a new booth with a new voice.
Right. Exactly.
Don't worry, this happens to me all the time.
Y'all, I was trying to do it.
We're just giving you grief.
No, it's okay. Well, I was like, do we want to do the investigative route or we're trying to hire a band or a quartet to play at an event? You're like, the sly move or not?
Hold on a second. I just remembered something that's true that Mara would absolutely know.
Know him.
As soon as you get the business card,
Yeah.
you recognize the last name, von Sweeten, as the Vertere's next-door neighbors.
Oh, interesting. And is that... what is that relationship like?
So it's one of those next-door neighbors where you can't actually see them because of all of like the hedges that have grown up. And so I think it's more up to you what the relationship is like. But you know that they are another like
Big
massively wealthy family living in Cliffside.
And is Freddie, where is he in the lineage? Is he our age?
Freddie's the firstborn son. He is probably in his 40s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe they've definitely met then before.
Oh, yeah.
These two.
Yeah.
And I am going to make a choice that she maybe isn't the biggest fan of his.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
We'll roll with that.
That's like, is the age gap enough where you guys could have had a thing?
Yeah, and he was
Or he
creepy.
wanted a thing?
He
Yeah.
wanted a thing and he was creepy. I was going down
That
that
would have
route.
been very creepy, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
creepy. And
I didn't hear the age gap, so I don't.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
he's like mid-40s.
Oh.
So no. Let's like maybe it was like recently, like he was like maybe hit her up now that she's back in town.
Oh,
she was like,
even
no,
worse.
thank you. Yeah, it didn't occur until she was like 25, right? But like we're okay. Yeah. Anyway, no disgusting, but just like no thanks, right?
Yeah, so you've long gotten sort of a heavily smarmy vibe off of Freddie. Mm-hmm. Just way too much confidence for his life's accomplishments.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah. But also, it mostly works for him.
Okay, good for him.
You're not sure what, in terms of like being able to accomplish his goals, right? He's a mover and a shaker, philanthropist, accurate representation.
Okay.
Super old money family.
And he puts together the artist for the local board game store, so you know he's really accomplished in life.
Well, I'm just wondering
Right?
then. Well, then, so because have we established? Is this the investigative business? I'm wondering, like, has that been a secret to Mars family? I don't think so. I don't think they mind too much because it hasn't, as put by Greystone, not taken off very much. It's kind of like, oh, this is Mars' hobby, you know, whatever. She's having fun.
Oh, she cut her hair short this month.
Right. Yeah, like that. Okay, okay. So it's fine that maybe if I downplay it, and then that gives you some funny stuff too. Okay.
We've been name dropping the Verteres so much they absolutely
know. Okay, well, I'll give him a call then. Let me give him a call. Try it again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Go for Freddie.
Freddie, hi, it's Mara Vertere. How are you doing?
Oh, little Mar. Always good to hear from you.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope you're doing well, and if you're too busy, I totally understand. I just wanted to ask, it's in relation to my, my investigating that I've been doing. I'm sure you've heard. It's
Oh, cute. Yeah.
right. Adorable. Through clenched teeth. Well, we actually are in search of a potential missing person. However, we've gained knowledge that you might have hired her for a classical quartet recently. Her name is Kaitln.
I'm sorry I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Oh. Do you want me to Whoa.
Did he hang up on you?
Yeah, he's never done that before. I've ignored phone calls from this guy. I've never. This is weird behavior.
Do you think you surprised him?
Maybe?
Do you think it's karma?
For rejecting him?
I mean, you just said you didn't answer the phone a bunch on him.
It sounded like you were making vomit sounds.
I didn't think he heard that.
You said hello, and then the next thing that you said was...
I didn't know if that was into the microphone or not.
Oh, that definitely got picked up.
All right.
And is absolutely staying in.
Oh, no. I meant... Well,
and the
in the phone receiver.
microphone.
No, I intended for that to be
Yeah.
hello, fourth wall. I intended that to be
totally.
in the podcast, but I was like, did he hear the throw up, and is that why he hung up?
No, I think he hung up because you asked a question that he doesn't want to answer.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Person of interest just became prime suspect.
yeah. Well, I do know that he often hangs out at his club, and he is probably going to be there later this evening. I could play him a visit. It's in Cliffside. It's an interesting kind of place.
What sort of club is this?
It's a country club.
Slash glass blowers called.
It's like it's like the golf golf course country club, like, you know, kind of nice, bougie.
Ooh, I've got an idea for this.
Yes.
Since it's on cliffside, just like
overlooking.
hundreds of foot
Uh-huh.
cliff, so it is a combination golf and yacht club.
Yeah.
And they have a like massive elevator
A little
system
elevator.
that brings you up from the docks.
Whoa.
Yacht, golf, and base jumping.
I want there to be like the last hole in the golf course is that there's like a little like buoy out on the water and you have to hit the ball off the cliff.
Oh, that's so good.
Wait, and it's like the prize is like you get. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Like
no one's ever hit
old-
it in, but the score you get is based on like how many tens of yards you get within it on your first swing on your drive.
So that would be a way to earn respect,
Yeah.
is if someone we knew was very coordinated and could make the shot.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Looking at Thorne, perchance?
Not that coordinated.
Oh.
All I can say is I love this strategy. You are thinking so outside the box. I had a good feeling about you, and my feelings get better and better all the time. I love this group. I love this group so much. Let's hit a golf ball into a buoy. Let's do it.
A single tear is going down Greystone's face.
That's what I want to do. That is exactly what we should do.
All right, but first, can we all get out of this phone booth? It is very tight.
As we get out of the phone booth, I want to check really quickly and see if they have, for like outgoing calls, anyone in Asteroid City. I just want to see if I can grab Megan's number in case we wanted to contact her later.
Sorry, from the phone booth?
Yeah, if there's like a phone book.
Oh,
that
I know Megan's number.
Oh, great.
She's my client.
Yes.
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah, amazing. I just thought we could ask her follow-up questions if it comes down to it.
I'm sure we could.
Great.
I mean, you've already learned plenty about this place. I went in only with knowledge about Megan and Kaitln. You're just as much part of this as I am. If you wanted, you'll probably come up with some questions that didn't come to me.
Interesting. Well, maybe Aubrey, if you would like to, not that I don't love your Hawaiian shirt, but the club may not love the
tattoo sleeves?
Nope. Well, I mean, it might be like the grass stains from your landscaping work. If you want to take this opportunity to give Megan a call. But
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to come with. I have enough pull that the Hawaiian shirt, it's the new style. It was on Vogue's last month's issue of Vogue.
I don't know. Perhaps there are all kinds of styles that could appeal to the rich and successful.
This is what to wear to a country club?
Yeah, no country club.
Because there are all kinds of country clubs in all kinds of countries.
Right.
If you're gonna get in there, if you're gonna get in there, you better watch what you wear. If you're gonna get in there, if you're gonna get in there, you better watch what you wear. I'm talking great big collars, big frilly collars, frilliest collar as can be.
Shakespeare.
A frilly collar that could fit a whale swimming in the bottom of the sea.
Collars for dollars.
Great big cuffs, big wrist cuffs, cuffs as tall as me. Tufts as tall as the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy. If you wanna get in there, if you wanna get in there, you better watch what you wear. If you wanna get in there, if you wanna get in there, you better watch what you wear.
Don't waste your time if you're not dressed to the nines. Don't waste your time if you're not dressed to the nines. If you're not coming from a fancy place. Oh, don't you dare take up space in this country club. If you wanna get in there, if you wanna get in there, oh, you better watch what you wear. If you wanna get in there, if you wanna get in there, you better watch what you wear.
You go to court, you might be dressed up like a farmer, or wearing your full platinum shining suit of armor. You got your robes, you got your crown, you got your scepter. They'll let you in, they know you're the country club's protector.
Wanna get in there, if you wanna get in there, you better watch what you wear.
I know about dressing nice.
If you wanna get in there, if you wanna get in there, you better watch what you wear.
I'll wear the
Follow the dress code.
fedora.
would we?
These are all great ideas.
See, I know all about dressing up for fancy occasions,
I'm sorry,
Mara.
Aubrey. I made an assumption. That is on me.
You just gotta polish the armor so well that you can see your reflection. That way, if anyone tries to turn you to stone, they'll see themselves first. They'll be turned to stone.
That's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
Always be ready for a Gorgon. It's the first rule of Thorne investigations.
And
I love how comfortable you are talking about magic now.
and a good, sensible shoe can steer you no wrong. Anyway,
Rule 2.
sensible shoe.
So I heard calling Megan and going to this country club
Yeah.
/ yacht club
Yeah.
Golf
/ golf club.
I think I'll head in the same direction as folks and maybe peel off before they go.
I didn't mean to uninvite you at all. I just give it an opportunity if
Yeah.
you'd like to.
No, that sounds like a good idea.
On that basis, Thorne is wearing a mechanic's jumper. Should I go with Aubrey or should I go to the club?
Greystone and I can check out the club.
All right. I'll watch Aubrey make a phone call.
Oh, you want to go? Oh, you can pretend you're doing maintenance. You can pretend you're doing maintenance at the club, and then get a secret
I could do
look
my
around.
own investigating.
Sounds
Thorne
great.
Investigations rides again.
Aubrey turns to Thorne and says, I don't think either of us necessarily want this, but is Mara asking us to let her give us makeovers? Is that what this is about?
I think this is definitely how the idea gets brought up, right? Like,
Seeds being planted
Yep,
all day
absolutely.
today.
Oh yeah, and like just off top, like are you guys? Would you guys want to go to the mall next week? Like just spitballing, like on me.
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
put a pin in it. Anyway,
okay.
See you guys later.
All right, let's do the call first.
Cool.
Holpen,
Hi, is this Megan Holpen?
speaking. Who's calling?
Hello, my name is Aubrey Stump. I've been contacted by Inspector Greystone, who I believe is contracted by you.
Oh, you must be one of the locals that he said he was going to work with.
I am. I had just wanted to call and I guess tell you that we've been in touch. We're starting to pursue investigations here. I just wanted to get maybe your perspective about what happened, about whether anything was going on in your relationship before Kaitln disappeared, whether there's anything that she had said or done recently that made you fear for a specific outcome. Just if there's anything that feels useful to share, that maybe the Inspector Greystone didn't ask, and that you wouldn't have volunteered because it might be sensitive.
Things had been going quite well, if I may say so.
Yeah.
We've been together coming on 5 years, and just a few months ago moved in together. Things were going so well. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. It's just... Okay, so I got a new job a few years ago, so we weren't coworkers anymore, and she continues to ride with the trains on B-Track, and she had been spending a lot of time in Foxglove, which is why I sent him there. She found some people she really enjoyed playing with, it seemed. So I'm not going to begrudge her that, right?
Do you know anything about the group she played with?
Well, she said they play a lot of upscale parties. Kind of a small string ensemble sort of setup.
Aubrey starts to wonder if they're going to be playing at the country club that everyone else is going to right now, but doesn't say that.
I don't know, she would talk a lot about the friends that she was making there, and she mentioned maybe moving to Foxglove to be closer with them, but, you know, it was more of a, wouldn't this be a weird, fun thing to try maybe in a distant future, and not a, hey, honey, I'm moving next week and taking all of your assets with me, sort of thing.
Do I get the sense from talking to her that there's anything that she's talking around that's nagging at her, or is she being pretty forthcoming?
She is not giving a lot of information about the friends that Kaitln has made in Foxglove. So she's guarding that a little bit.
The friends that Kaitln plays music with, have you ever met them? Has she told you their names at all? Any band name, any identifying information we could use?
She's talked about Freddie, who organizes the group, and apparently is some sort of big, I don't know, some sort of bigwig there in the city. She grew up really religious, and I don't know, the way that she used to talk about God when we were young and the way that she talks about Freddy sure overlap in a way that I don't like.
Aubrey starts jumping to conclusions again. Thank you for sharing that with me. It's useful information that dovetails with our current thread of investigation.
Well, you have my number if you need to ask any more questions.
And I'll give her our office, too. And then, because I have her on the phone and I know about... I'm sorry if this is incredibly unprofessional. If you don't want to talk about it, that's entirely fine. But Inspector Greystone mentioned that he met you in the aftermath of Train 19. Is that true?
Yes, that's right.
Were you on board?
I was. Yes, I was one of the engineers on that train.
Do you have any recollection or suspicions about what happened? I'm sure you've been asked by a million people.
Well, everything seemed normal enough from where I was sitting. The signals indicated we needed to go a different route, and I followed the signals. I didn't know about any of the strange things that happened in the passenger cars until well after my shift was over that day, and I started getting questioned about it the next day, the following weeks. I'm sorry, I don't have more information for you.
Oh, no, it's absolutely okay. I get the sense that it's something the inspector still thinks about a lot, and I thought about a lot at a certain point in my life, and I don't suspect that there's any connection. But on the off chance that there is, I just wanted to... I don't think there's any connection.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Again, don't hesitate to call if you need anything, or if I can shed light on any questions you have.
Of course, I may call back. Thank you. You have been really helpful, too. I want to assure you of that.
Just find her, okay?
We're doing our best.
Over to the Yacht Golf Country Club. The Cliffside Club.
Yes. Mara walks in and sees one of the hosts of the...
Ah, Madame Vertere, it is wonderful to see you as always.
Hello, how are you? How's your daughter?
Oh my goodness. She is fantastic. She is learning to ride. I believe her dressage will be magnifique.
Ah, wonderful. Well, you give her my best, as
Of course
always.
I will, my dear. Now, what can I do for you today?
Well, I'm actually here. This is my new friend,
Inspector Greystone.
Oh, and a friend of Mars is a friend of mine.
It's a pleasure, I'm sure.
He's in from out of town, and I was just showing him all the old haunts. We're probably just gonna take a look around, and make ourselves comfortable.
But of course, is there a cocktail I can send for you?
Oh, I always like to... I judge every bar by its aviation.
Oh, you're in for a treat, my friend. And he sort of waves you both on into the club, where the entryway goes in, and then there's sort of a lounge area with some sort of standing cocktail tables, some plush leather couches, and a wall of windows that spans the sort of 2-story height as this room opens up and up as in a ramp. So there's full 2-story view of the ocean, or of the sound, I suppose. Shortly after, a waiter with a tray of cocktails comes with your aviation, and knowing Mara's drink also has a
Gin and tonic
for her.
Thank you. And Greystone, I might look around. Freddie usually is in the founder's room, so I might go take a peek, but would you like to come along, or if you want to just stay here, look around?
Well, I find that the interpersonal dynamics can have a great effect on any sort of interrogation.
True.
So, now, when you last spoke with him on the phone, you sounded positively disgusted by this man.
And if you were to maybe approach him in a way that wasn't directly related to our case at hand. He is a man that is susceptible to feeding his ego. So maybe I'll take a look around to see if I can find out any more about this this music group, and maybe you can go talk to him. She sees the members' photos on a wall nearby. That's him. If you go look for him.
Oh, of course.
I don't want to call it yet, but I would like there to be a Fancy Man Face-Off song at some point. I think that would be fun. Yes. I think that Fancy Man Face-Off.
Talk. That's perfect.
So the photo of Freddy on the wall, where his name is listed as Gottfried.
So close.
Imagine Gaston.
Oh,
But give him gray at the temples, and then you've got it. That's
got it.
That's Freddy.
Okay.
Like, genuinely gorgeous man. Mm-hmm. Big old cleft in his chin, beautiful beaming blue eyes, gray at the temples, dark hair on top.
He'll be in the founder's room, which is actually back down that hallway around the corner.
Right.
You won't miss it.
Okay.
And I'll take a look around.
Deal.
How's the aviation?
It's a little heavy on the maraschino.
That's fair.
It's a common mistake.
Yep, of course. It wasn't Gustav that made that one then. Anyway.
Mara's looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Greystone is heading to the founder's room.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Greystone, you head back to the founder's room. Picture a cigar lounge. Dark wood on every wall, sort of bookshelf where there are cognacs and whiskeys behind glass. There are overstuffed leather armchairs where mostly men are sitting and they're smoking cigars. Over on the other wall opposite the cognac and the whiskey is a giant floor-to-ceiling humidor, also glass-fronted so that you can see what options are in there.
Okay.
You can see that Freddy is sitting, smoking a cigar, in conversation with someone who you do not recognize.
Okay.
They are a shorter black man, also smoking a cigar. They're sort of leaned in close and talking in low tones.
Gotcha. Just scanning the environment, does the room feel busy? Does it feel comfortably filled, almost empty?
The room could have twice as many people as it has now before it started to feel busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So kind of sparse. Mm-hmm. The bottles of liquor and the cigars, are these famously expensive goods, or are they the kinds of things that you have to be at a certain echelon of wealth in order to even recognize them?
You recognize there's the Johnny Walker Blue, right? Mm-hmm. That everyone would recognize. And then you move up to the second shelf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You said that Freddy is speaking with this other gentleman, and it's in lowered tones. Are these lower tones than any conversations that are happening? Like
that just seems to be the mode for this room.
Okay, great.
Yeah. There's no barriers for privacy, and so privacy is acquired by.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. I think my last question then is, you've heard how I'm dressed. Like, it's a pretty big white hat with a blue feather, and then vest, tie, coat, long coat. How much do I blend in with these people?
If you were not wearing the hat, you would blend.
Okay.
The hat, as you walk in, everyone sort of looks over to.
In that case, I think this is probably something that I would have gathered just walking, going up there.
Totally.
I would like to give my hat to the doorman before walking in.
For me, sir? Oh, you'd like me to hold on to this for you? I understand.
Yes, please.
Okay.
It's there's no sun to keep out of my eyes indoors.
Oh, that's true. He takes it and sort of walks away sheepishly, thinking for just a second that someone had given him a really nice gift, and then it's his birthday. You know, he's sort of expecting a nice gift, but
Is there
Damn, Fred,
is there any way that I would have an indication that he is so put out?
yeah, his face kind of falls and he walks away, like to put your hat somewhere.
He's like, "Excuse me,
Yes, sir.
young man.
Yes, sir.
Did this interaction just bother you?"
My professional pride obliges me to say no, sir.
Okay, I just want to. I am new to this town, and where I'm from, this is someone's job. I apologize.
No,
if
this is my job too. I misread the situation. You did everything right.
Still got it. Okay, so I walk in not with a big gaudy hat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna browse the liquor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. Oh, maybe I should do like a knowledge lore check to see what a distinguished gentleman.
Sure. Yeah.
If I know what a distinguished gentleman would order there.
Hit me with a lore against 2.
All right.
That I don't see any failures. That looks like a success with some threats.
Threat.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You spot a bottle of Yamazaki 25, which is a fantastic whiskey. The threat is it's about $2,000 a shot, which maybe you don't know until after you've made the order.
Ooh.
No, since it's 3 threats, I feel like that's the
Yeah.
move.
Okay. So I recognize that's what a cool person would drink, but I don't know enough to know just why. Okay. All right.
It's a business expense. You'll get a tax write-off. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get that. $2,000 a shot. When do I learn the bill? Do I learn what the bill is at the time that I'm getting this, or that I'm accessing this?
This is the founder's room.
Excellent.
You learn that on the way out.
Okay, great. Then I am very confidently walking around. I've got this in a little, let's say, a snifter, and I'm smelling this whiskey, kind of ambling about. Is there a window that I could look out? What I'd like to do is see if I can eavesdrop a little bit on Freddy's conversation.
Yeah.
Without looking too obvious.
Give me either a stealth or a skullduggery, and this is going to be against 2 as well. Doing more rolling in 5 minutes than we've done the other 2 hours of recording.
I just realized that. I didn't do anything.
No, we don't need to roll things.
Okay, it looks like we have 3 or is this 4 advantages and 1 success?
So one of those advantages is canceled out by that threat there, and so you've got a success with 3 advantages.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah. So yeah, you are able to look pensively out the window, tune your ears in to what they're saying, and you hear Freddy talking about, yeah, I believe the performance tomorrow night is going to be pretty spectacular. We have top-tier talent. We've got acrobats in from Akron. It is going to be a party you do not want to miss, my friend.
Acrobats in from Akron.
Akron bats.
Akron acrobats,
Thanks,
you
AJ.
say?
They're both of their heads whip around.
I turn around and I'm sorry, I could not help but hear acrobats from Akron. Those are very difficult to procure.
You're a man who knows his performers, huh?
I love performance. I love the theater.
I pull up a chair.
I don't know. It looks kind of heavy. And I wink because rich people know how heavy mahogany is.
Oh my god.
Steve will move it for you if you want.
Oh, well, I kind of do now.
Steve.
I kind of do now.
Steve. Hey, Steve. Move this chair.
Is this the same kid whose birthday it is?
Yeah.
No, Steve.
Steve comes over. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Steve. This is a very, very helpful employee. You're an asset to this establishment, son.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to serve.
And such a good attitude.
Steve scurries away.
So Freddy, if you have this kind of taste, can you tell me a little bit more about this event?
Well, yeah, it's a big soiree at my family's home. It's a fundraiser for the Foxglove Symphony. We're going to have some of the symphony musicians play. We're going to have a team that I've assembled play. We're gonna have like a Devil Goes Down to Georgia sort of fiddle off situation happening. It's gonna, I mean, we're not gonna use that song. Like, it's gonna be.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's gonna be Haydn, right?
Of course.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
A man of your means and sophistication should absolutely come.
Oh, I wouldn't.
The tickets are only $10,000 a head, and it's a 4-course meal from a Michelin star chef.
If they're only $10,000 a head, well, what kind of meager amount are you trying to raise?
Oh, the real money comes from the auction.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. So that's just to get you in the door.
Of course.
Give me the inside scoop. What's on the block? I don't want to blow my whole load on something if there's something big coming later.
So he goes through a long list of art pieces, of commissioned compositions. Everything is art-centric here. Nothing like jumps out at you as weird. It's just ways that people can be seen spending money. That's the primary. That's the theme of what's going on. But nothing grabs you as odd in the list.
Okay. So you're raising funds, and it's for, you said it was for the symphony, correct?
That's right.
What does the symphony plan to do with all that money?
Well, their hall needs some renovations. Nonprofits need donations.
Oh, then indeed they do.
And we need tax shelters, am I right?
Always. There was a time when I believed I enjoyed a good string quartet.
Oh.
And then I realized that it is very hard to find a good string quartet.
I think here's a good time for the fancy man sing-off.
All right. So sell me on this party.
Have you ever had a steak cooked so rare it stole your heart like a thief? Have you ever had ice cream that was topped with a boat made from gold leaf? Have you ever had whiskey served to you with ice from a glacier?
Have you ever been to a party where the waitstaff was a cast of Frasier?
It's a rich man party and you're invited. It's a rich man party and you're invited.
Sounds good. It sounds divine. It sounds positively fine. But that makes me want to ask you where you've been. May I take you to task? Have you ever been to a party that served salad in a bowl of rubber?
Why?
Have you ever been to a party that boiled garlic in whale blubber? Have you ever been to a party with fish tanks from rocks from the moon?
What?
Have you ever been to a whole party up in an air balloon? Because that, sir, is a rich man's party. And I was invited.
A rich man's party. And I was invited.
That's the kind of party I'm used to doing.
Well, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. The people making music at this party and the paintings that are going to be done live. Well, his voice shifted a lot.
The facade is coming down.
They are masters of their craft, doing what they love most. And we might not be launching any balloons up to the edge of space, but I think you're going to like what you see.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Do I get a sense that he is hiding anything?
Yeah, give me a perception roll. This is going to go against 2 purple, 2 red.
Okay, 2 purple, 2 red.
Oh, you get 2 blue. Oh, we're not in the room. Sorry.
We're not in the room, I know.
Bummer.
Should have invited your dork friends.
I'm also wondering if I could talk to Steve.
Sure, in 1 second.
Yeah. But in good time.
Also, if you want, you can use one of these to upgrade one of the green dice to a yellow.
I think that might be good. Given
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hard roll, and you'll have a better chance of succeeding.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Ooh, okay. So
Close, but not it.
That yellow did not come through.
Yeah.
nope. Okay, so we've got the 3 advantages are canceled out by the 3 threats, right? And then this is a success.
That's a success, but it's canceled out, so it's a complete wash.
Okay.
Okay.
So nothing bad happens, but also the impression that you get is of a salesman giving his best pitch.
Okay.
And we're gonna put a pin there, and we're gonna go to Mara.
At this point, I would have wanted to have seen a very distressed Steve coming out of because what I'm thinking for the founder's room is like there's 2 entrances.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, one that, and then the employees can go back, that comes into the main kind of lounge where she's sitting, and he's running around. And if he's in distress, I would love to go up to him and maybe charm him a bit.
Yeah, so he comes out of the founder's lounge saying, kind of muttering to himself, "Oh gosh, I really messed that up. Come on, Steve, get it together."
How old is Steve? Can I ask?
Steve looks to be 20.
Okay,
max.
perfect. I am walking around kind of like putting my hand on certain things, and I come, "Oh, hello. I don't believe I've seen you working here before."
"Oh, hello, miss. Is there anything I can get for you?"
"No, only your name."
I'm Steve.
"Steve, it's nice to meet you. My name is Mara."
"It's nice to meet you, Mara.
I couldn't
Are you
help-
sure there's nothing I can get for you? Your drink looks empty."
"Oh, I'm all right. I'm trying to keep everything in moderation at this point. I just,
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, well, you probably know better than anyone that some of the people that come to these clubs can be rather, how do I put this? Arrogant and rude."
"I would never say that, ma'am."
"I know you wouldn't. But even if you agreed, it wouldn't fall on ears that would get you in any trouble. It just seems like they don't really have regard for, like, the folks that work here. And, gosh, it could be, like, even someone's birthday and they wouldn't even know." "Oh, Steve, are you okay?"
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
"Really?" I, like, touch his shoulder very briefly.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday today.
"It's your birthday, Steve?"
Today is my birthday.
"Oh my gosh. And I bet you didn't get so much of the bonus or a day off."
Well, I'm here and working, and I've only been here 3 months, so I didn't really expect much of a bonus, but...
No, of course not. Well, how about this? I am really close with a lot of people at this club. Gustav, if you saw, welcomed me by name. I hand him a small wad of cash. And I'm like, if you're able to do something for me, I'll cover for you so you can have the rest of your birthday off.
Miss, you mean that?
Of course.
What can the Cliffside Club do for you today?
What hasn't it already done for me, Steve? If you can go into the coat check room, well, I'm going to be frank with you, Steve. There's a man that has been a little bit strange to me and my family, but all in good fun. This is kind of a prank we play on each other.
Oh,
right.
I like pranks.
Yeah, me too. His name is Mr. Van Swieten. If you could go in there and in his coat, just grab me. If he's got a planner or any sort of journal in there, he took mine he took my mother's last week, and so she's sending me to get him back for this one.
I see. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you could nab that for me, that would be great.
And he scurried. Well, actually, this I think he's risking losing his job potentially.
Right.
So
this poor boy.
This is going to be a charm against 2.
Okay.
Give yourself a blue for the bribe.
Slay. My charm
I think it's 2 green and a yellow.
is 3 green and a yellow.
Good grief.
Against what?
She maxed it out.
2 purple.
I got some charm.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that is a success with a couple of advantages.
Gorgeous.
He disappears around the corner, comes back with a small spiral-bound notebook. Hands it to you.
Wonderful. Can one of the advantages be that he was not seen and he does not lose his job?
Sure.
All the advantages is that he's okay and that no one saw him do this.
That's lovely, yes.
And it can't be traced back to him. Love it. And I'm like, Steve, thank you so much. And if this is a good move, I like give him a little hug and linger maybe a little bit longer to give him some confidence. Because she's the it girl. She's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to take that and maybe wait outside.
And so our persistent PIs find their first clues. Is Freddy as nefarious as Mara muses he might be? Will Greystone bean a buoy with a golf ball? Find out next time on RPG Major. Thanks for listening, everyone. Reminder, over in our Discord, the link in our show notes actually points to it now, there's a weekly song drawing. Submit an idea for a song, whether it's something in world or just something you'd like to hear a song about, and every week we'll choose one of them to improvise a song about next time we get together. It's going to take a couple weeks before these start coming out because we record kind of infrequently, but submit your ideas now and maybe you'll hear us singing a real dumb song about it soon. Inspector Greystone was played by our special guest, Seattle improviser Jeffrey Kranz. Find his comedic shenanigans on Instagram at Jeffrey_the_red. Mara Vertere is played by Lauren Drake. If you're listening to these as we release them, look for her in a production of Snowed In at Arts West this holiday season. You can also find her performing with musical improv team We Have Some Notes or on socials at La La Drake. Aubrey Stump is played by Camilla Franklin. You can find her performing as part of musical improv team Fancy Cafeteria and on Instagram at Camillastrator. Camilla also creates all the art and visual design for the show. Thorne is played by AJ Krumley. You can find them performing in Seattle at Comedy Sports and with Crooked Street Theatrics and Productions. They're on Instagram at Major Fraser. All music for this arc of RPG Major was created live in the room by Noah Samuels. You can find him on Instagram at Samuels_Noah, and I'm Helix. Find me performing with Jet City Improv and musical improv team We Have Some Notes. Connect with me and the cast of the show on social media at RPG Major or on our Discord. We'll see you next time. What would help you?
We can play That's Amore.
We could play that tomorrow and just make it extra.
Eat your more. Eat your love. Happy Valentine's Day. From G Major.
And Jeffrey, since do you know how to play That's Amore?
Nope, but I.
Okay. You'll be able to guess. You'll be able to guess.
If we start with someone else, I'll figure it out.
So whatever someone says that is, we're going to just do couplets about what that is for a little bit, and then when we have explored what that is, we'll come up with something new.
Awesome. Yes. Oh boy.
I had an improviser describe this to me today. Also, so sorry to interrupt.
no, you're good.
Someone was like, "Have you played That's Amore?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
Do you know who sent the H text to me? I was there when it was written. Yeah.
It's spreading like wildfire.
When your balls are fuzzy green and you've worked up a sheen, that's tennis.
When you're trying to get not too close to the net, that's a tennis.
When you let out a grunt and it's not just for stunt, that is tennis.
When you don't dilly-dally 'cause you've got to rally, that's tennis.
When you pluck up the nerve just to go up and serve, that's tennis.
When you are number one at Wimbledon, that's tennis.
When the score remains love with the ball up above,
That's
tennis.
When you're
setting the pace, 'cause you just scored an ace. That's a tennis.
When you grumble and whine 'cause the ball's on the line.
That's a tennis. When you've gone with the girls to go see challengers. That's a tennis.
When every take you swing.
Another swing.
Yeah. When every swing you take is deeply frustrating, that's a tennis. What?
When you're right on the bubble and want to play double, that's tennis.
When there's no one to mingle, so you'll just play single, that's tennis.
When you're losing badly to Andre Agassi, that's a tennis.
When the balls that you see are all solid sets of 3, that's a tennis.
I don't know shit about tennis.
Thorne gets a clear run, 'cause up comes Serena, that's tennis.
I've been trying for Williams this whole time.
I was like, I can do that.
That's a tennis.
Well, the game that's on everyone's lips and brains.
Yeah.
You're famous, bro. You're famous. Yeah, I will start spreading that's your brainchild. So, you know.
We've been playing it in every. I've been playing it in every related rehearsal I've been to since we came up with it and piloted it, right here, and yeah, the people are clamoring for more. Yes, they just love. What can I say?
Beautiful.